All right, there we go. 30 minutes to the Iron Bowl kicks off. Let me shut this door. Don't make this a long video because I don't want to miss any of the Iron Bowl. It is the game of the night. It's the game that you're probably going to be watching when this gets uploaded. It should be uploaded about maybe 7 p.m., maybe 7:30 Central Time. We had to talk about three games. The Oregon Duckies versus Washington. Also Tennessee. Oh my goodness. Timothy and Bobby, did you see what happened to the Volunteers? I ain't gonna hold you. Losing by 21 at home to the Nerds. That's pretty embarrassing. Losing to 7 to the Nerds is like, whatever. 21 burger? Yeah, we gotta talk about that a little bit. And of course, last but not least, I would say this is the focal point of this video. This is gonna be me sounding like a hater a little bit. Well, not really, because y'all know what hating is. That's when you start attacking people like that reporter attacked Kiffin. You start saying crazy stuff. Like being a hater, for example, is if I were to say Tommy Castellanos has ugly feet. He has a big nose. Because you're not even talking about football at that point. But if I were to say Tommy Castellanos can't throw a football, that's all fair. And I think that's all game because you're evaluating his throwing abilities, his on-field abilities. Well, when it comes to Oklahoma, congratulations. I'll give you a nice sarcastic golf clap. You made the playoff. But this is one of the most fraudulent teams. I don't even know. Can you call them fraudulent? Because even Oklahoma fans are tweeting during the game like, yo, our offense is terrible. John Mateer, I struggle even calling him mid. He is awful at times. I mean, he's almost unplayable. I was starting to think, you know what? Maybe we should bench this guy. I knew they weren't going to do that. But seriously, 3 interceptions. LSU's defense ain't all that. They're decent. I give them on a scale of 1 to 10, I give them a 5.1. They're slightly above average. But he's had problems with interceptions the entire season. And here's the thing, if he can just take care of the football, Oklahoma's going to win 90% of their games. You saw it against Texas. Why they lose that one? Because he's turned the ball over like a maniac. Against Bama, fortunately enough, in that one, he didn't turn it over, and the defense won the game. But even in the Bama game, I got to remind Oklahoma fans, you only won that one because Bama beat Alabama. Hold on, let me calm down. You only won because Alabama beat Alabama, the 3 turnovers. I think Oklahoma's offense, you take away the turnovers, the muff punt by Ryan Williams, there's a pick 6 too. You take all that away, what they scored 3 or 6 points? They were awful in the Bama game. They were awful in the Missouri. They were awful in the Texas game. I mean, half of the games this year, the offense has been awful. Awful, awful, awful. Does Mateer have some, I guess we'd call it bright moments? Is there some bright spots in this offense? Absolutely. It's just not consistent. And to win, how many games are you going to have to run off? 3 or 4 in this playoff? Because I don't think they'll be hosting a game. So you're going to have to run off 4 straight wins? No, can't happen. I'm throwing this out there right now. Whoever has Oklahoma in round 1, you're getting a free win. Oklahoma has one of the worst offenses. I'd say in the top 50, top 75. I mean, it is that bad. What's ironic about it is their defense, top 5 in the country. The offense is just that pitiful. Do I even need to write the stats? No, I'm not going to write the stats, but we'll get to that game in just a second. I know I went on a rant and tangent. Let me talk about Oregon Duckies. I watched all 3 of these games. Shout out to YouTube TV. I'm glad they got the deal with Disney back because the multi-view, I know people are crapping on them. That wasn't YouTube TV's fault. They lost the coverage. That was Disney being greedy. The multi-view, somebody call me? Yep, must be MattBeGreat's video. People only call me. Dude, does everybody I know, do they have like a camera within this camera? I swear. Only time people call me is when I'm filming. I digress. Washington's quarterback, since we're talking about bad quarterback play, he's worse than Mateer. As bad as Mateer is, and if you're an Oklahoma fan, you think it's bad, no, go watch Washington. I mean, he throws ducks. He stinks. Oregon, congratulations. Let's clap it up. You locked a spot in the playoffs, secured a spot. Y'all know I think Oregon is slightly overrated as well, but not as like, well, I can't call Oklahoma overrated because anybody who knows ball knows they're not that good of a team. Not that good of a team. Oregon, yeah, they're a fringe playoff team, so congratulations. They're making the playoffs. Didn't have their best showing, but it's a rival game. It's a rival game. Dante Moore, he did his thing. They played good enough to win. And when you got a quarterback like Washington has, you got to make him beat you. And guess what? He couldn't beat you. He couldn't beat you. The other game, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. My goodness. I don't need to bring out the whiteboard. But Pavia had 2 interceptions. He had a fumble, too, in the first half. And Tennessee couldn't capitalize. Imagine telling somebody, a Tennessee fan, hey, in the first half, Pavia's going to have 2 interceptions. You'd be thinking, oh, sweet, we probably won by 14 points. Oh, no, buddy, by the way, you lost by 21. What? Pavia had 2 picks and we lost by 21? Embarrassing. Now, Pavia's not going to win the Heisman Trophy. Absolutely not. He may get an invite to New York, and I ain't going to hold you. With the way he finished the year and upsetting Tennessee, let's call it what it is, it's an upset. And not even just upsetting them, but squashing them like a bug. 20 at home. I couldn't even be mad if he got an invite to New York. I'm dang near getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, he earned it. He earned it. Why not send him there? Because, look, there's something about me. I love the humble athlete more than anybody else. I do. There's something about seeing a hooper go out there, drain a 3 in somebody's face, and just jog back on defense. No celebration, no nothing. I love it. But the one thing I love more than a humble hooper or a humble football player or whatever, humble baseball player for every sport, is the cocky guy who can back it up. People call it cocky. I don't call it cocky because the definition of cocky is when you overestimate your abilities. It's the equivalent of me going, hey, I'm going to go out here, shoot 10 free throws. I'm going to make 9 out of 10. I proceed to walk outside, I make 2 out of 10. That's cocky because you're talking big game and couldn't back it up. I've always believed if you are, we'll use the same example, somebody who says, hey, I'm going to go out here and make 9 out of 10 free throws. I'm the man. Nobody can stop me. I'm the best shooter ever. You go outside and make 9 out of 10 free throws. Is that cocky? No. I mean, you just said what was going to happen. You're living in reality. You backed it up. The approach that Deion Sanders always had. See, you really couldn't even get mad at Deion Sanders for showboating so much because he backed it up. Same thing with Johnny Manziel, and you're seeing the same thing with Diego Pavia. Easy polarizing, yes. It's a little bit too much for me. He's a little bit too cocky. However, I got to divert back to this. Is he really? He's telling all these teams, I should win the Heisman. I'm the best player in the nation. And think about how fired up this Tennessee team was. They were hitting them hard every single play. They hate Pavia. They hate Vanderbilt. They want to shut him up. And he just put up a 50 burger, 45, we'll round up. 5 to the nearest 10th. A 50 burger on you, 45 to be exact. And they were game planning for him. He said, I'm going to run all over you. I'm going to increase my Heisman odds. I'm going to add to my resume, and there's nothing you can do about it. Look, he's not even like, I respect it, because he doesn't talk a big game until after he wins. Because a lot of people, and a lot of men in this life, they don't talk till they're winning. Like if you're playing a video game, nobody's going to talk until they start winning. Because if you're losing, it doesn't make sense. Pavia, he talks trash before it, and then he acts on it. So I got to clap it up. Hate the guy, love the guy. You got to respect it. He's earned my respect on the field. Off the field, is he a little crazy, a little too talkative? Sure. That's for my liking, though. And guess what? It doesn't matter. Pavia, it's not his life goal to make Matt be great happy, to make Matt be great like him. He's living his life. He's living the dream. He's making millions of dollars. He just led the Nerds. We're talking about Vanderbilt to a 10-2 regular season. Now, they're not going to make this playoff. They need way too much to happen. Like, they needed Oklahoma to lose. They needed Oregon to lose. They're not going to make the playoff. But it was a heck of a season. It's a shame they're not making the playoff. It would have been cool to see. Like, for example, I think Vanderbilt would give people more fits and troubles than Oklahoma. Oklahoma, I want to say they suck, but I can't say it because they pull on all these wins. But if you watch them this year, every single time I turn on their game, I'm like, what? This team's not even good. Like, at all. It's just everybody they play makes a disastrous turnover. LSU's quarterback, Michael Van Buren, he was awful today. So as bad as Material was, guess who was worse? Van Buren. I know what Oklahoma fans, their rebuttal is going to be. They say it every time. Well, Matt, it's not that the other teams are beating themselves. We're forcing the turnovers. I get it, but I think it's one of those double-edged swords. You got to, give credit to Oklahoma's defense, but also other teams, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. And Oklahoma just got very fortunate to finish this year 10-2. If you got to ask me, if you're an Oklahoma fan, I don't expect you to like what I'm saying. It's just how I see it. I got to call for how I see it. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to tell you my thoughts and my honest opinion. Anything else we need to address? Not too much to cover in the Oregon game. We got Florida wrapping up the Seminole game. I got it on right here. Show you. Congrats to Florida, I guess. Golly. Since we got the Iron Bowl coming up, I don't want to be this guy because we know how they lost. But man, that Bama loss looks bad against Florida State, but it's all good. We win against Auburn Tigers, we're in. And I'm going to throw this out there on air before this game even happens. Seeing Florida kick this field goal. Yeah, besides the point. We can't beat this sorry Auburn football team. And look, they're sorry. We don't deserve to be in the playoffs. We lost to Oklahoma at home. There's just no excuses. No excuses. Oh, it curved in there, 54-yard field goal. That's pretty long for a college kicker. But like I was saying, man, we can't beat Auburn on the road. And I know it's a rival game, and I'll be the first to tell you, throw the record out the window. We don't deserve to be in this playoff. I will see you guys. I mean, come on. You know we're going to have a reaction. If we lose, I'm probably going to crash out just saying it now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.